Hello and welcome my digital nomads. And in today's video, I'd like to talk about how to get a refund from PayPal. Now, one of the comments have asked me, can you do a tutorial on how to go through the process step by step and how to how to link your purchases via PayPal so you guarantee a money back refund on your laptop. All right, so yeah, sure. I'm gonna go ahead and do a high level overview. I can't do step by step because obviously things will change in the future, but I'm gonna show you what I do in order to get my money back. All right, so let me start real quick. Um, Now, when and why would you do that? Okay, so the when and why. Let's say you order stuff from, I don't know, China or AliExpress and you don't get what you're promised or you don't get anything at all. Well, in that case, you're going to want to try to get your money back. And I'm going to show a method in which I've always gotten my money back using PayPal. Now, I want to put a disclaimer out there that nothing is guaranteed in life. All right, maybe this method might not work 100% of the time for you, but it's worked 100% of the time for me. There is no absolute guarantee, okay, in anything. I'm just going to share with you what I've done, and it works. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't work for you, then you can find another method. All right. So what happened in this case and why I had to do this was because I ordered stuff from AliExpress. I went through their wonderful dispute process, and first of all, they never answered any of my messages in the beginning. They just blew me off. Then when they finally got to me, they made all these promises and stuff, and then ultimately they just dragged it out, dragged it out, dragged it out, and I never got anything. Okay, and then on top of that, they trolled me and said they would refund me $0. All right, so I'm gonna show you what you can do to protect yourself if you are happen to ever be in this situation. I would never recommend anyone buy anything from AliExpress or anything directly from China because things like this happen a lot that people don't talk about. Okay, so um, the first things first is you go to your PayPal account and you don't link it through their interface, okay? Because the interface, they're not going to show you exactly, how to get a refund. They're going to bury it deep or not even have it at all. They're going to make it extremely difficult for you to get your refund, all right? So what you do is you go to PayPal first. Let's say you paid with it, and then you see that line item in here, all right? What you then do is you go ahead and click on it, and there'd be like initiate a dispute. All right. Now the interface has changed several times, so I'm not going to go ahead and go through that, but I'm just letting you know how you would take an item that you paid for and initiate the dispute. And then from there, what you do is you go back to the platform and you gather evidence. All right. So you go to the message center. You would go into their refund and return, their policies, and then you'd go into their shipping and their tracker, right? All to show that the item never came, or the seller blew you off, or the seller promised to refund you but never did, or you brought up the fact that the seller, shipped. There's a whole bunch of schemes that happen. Like they ship the quote unquote wrong item or an inferior product or something that doesn't even look close to what you paid for. Okay, in the picture. So, you can go ahead and take a picture of that and then send it to them and show them how it's different than the photo. All that stuff is evidence, okay, that you can use and that you should use when you submit your dispute. And then once you gather all that, once again, it's messages with the seller, photos of the product, your shipping tracker, how it's not even shipped out of the country. In my case, the items showed it never even left China, and AliExpress still sided with their sellers. So it just shows you, it shows you how fair their system is set up. Okay, um, and that's $80 for me. Okay, $80 for me is mainly not a lot of money, but if they do it 1,000 times or 10,000 times or a million times, that becomes quite a bit of cash. So I just want to put that out there. All right, and once you gather all the evidence, you can go down to PayPal, submit it, and then once you submit it, you should be able to hear back within 60 to 90 days of was it of the results. All right. So once again, let me go over the benefits and the process. You just basically gather evidence, shipping, messages with the seller, and their policy, the refund policy stated, and then you send it all to PayPal. Within 60 to 90 days, they'll give you a judgment, and then if they judge in your favor, you should get it at the end of the 60 to 90 day period. The only downside is it takes about 60 to 90 days to get that money. And for me, this is just speculation. I can't, I can't confirm whether or not it's true, but I suspect that might be partially the reason why. If you go on, when I went to AliExpress and I talked to the seller, they tried to stall me for 60 to 90 days. Literally try to just stall me. They wouldn't answer any of my messages for 2 to 3 weeks. They would, if I answered a message, it would take another 2 to 3 weeks just to get a reply. It was absolutely a stalling tactic, just to drag it out as long as possible. And I suspect it's because the timeline of 60 to 90 days happen to coincide with how long you have to dispute with PayPal. That's just my running theory. It's nothing. I don't have any proof, but if anyone has any experience with that, please comment down in the section below. This video, it's just my personal experience and me sharing my heartaches. I don't really get anything from this. There's no one sponsoring me. Definitely AliExpress is not going to be sponsoring me, or PayPal. But I just wanted to help, users out, because I know these things will and do happen. So if you found this video helpful, can you please hit the like button? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.